Hey guys, Kaz here, and today I'm doing the 5-star predictions book tag. So I was tagged by Becca over at the Becca Fowl, and the original was by Chloe Frizzle. Both will be linked below, along with the questions. But first, before I actually get into it, this is a hard one for me because I am very stingy with my 5 stars. I've never done a 5-star predictions video the whole time I've been here. I've been here for like 8 years. I give out about 10 5 stars a year, maybe not even 10. So yeah, it'll be really cool if one of these is a 5 stars when I finally read them, and hopefully there will be. But yeah, I feel like every year I think I'm gonna try and be like nicer with the 5 stars I give out, and then I can't do it unless it feels like 5 stars. But anyway, let's just jump straight in. I picked out a bunch of books here, and I do feel like at least one of these is going to be a 5 stars. So the first question is a 5-star prediction by your favourite author. So this one is like not really my favourite author. I've got several favourite authors, but I feel like this one could become a favourite author. I've only read one series by this author, but I absolutely loved it. So that book is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I know absolutely nothing about this. I remember however many years ago it came out, seeing it everywhere, people talking about it. I'm one of those people. It's like my toxic trait. If I see someone talking about a book or a show or something, I don't watch it or read it. I've never watched Stranger Things. I've never watched Breaking Bad. You know, I've never read like most of the popular books. It's just who I am as a person. And I finally read the, what's it called? What is the series actually called? Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Does it have a name? Is there a series name, or is it just the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series? Anyway, loved this. Loved all 3 books. I loved Laini Taylor's writing style and the book and everything that happened in it, so it made me want to pick up more books by her, and hopefully this one will be a 5 stars. Again, I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. I just want to read it, because Daughter of Smoke and Bone I went in completely blind and I absolutely loved it, so fingers crossed this does the same for me. So question 2 is a 5-star prediction. Someone else loving it has gotten you excited. So this one is kind of people saying it's really good mixed with me reading another book by this author. So I've gone with Otherworldly by F.T. Lukens, a book that is on my March TBR, so hopefully I'll be reading it and giving it 5 stars. But yes, I know Becca, who tagged me in this, loves F.T. Lukens, and several other people. Whenever I mention wanting to read one of their books, people are always in the comments saying I love them. So yeah, I really enjoyed In Deeper Waters, so hopefully this one is another one that I'm gonna love. And again, I don't know anything about this. I just like reading stuff that I don't know anything about. Supernatural skeptic, a super hot magical being, a crossroads deal signed in blood. There you go, that's what it's about. But yes, I feel like it's got the right things working for it that could make it a 5 stars, so hopefully it will be. And then number 3 is a 5-star prediction. The blurb / tropes are so your thing. So for this one, I've gone with The Ship Beneath the Ice by Mensum Bound. So this is about the Endurance ship, Shackleton the ship. So obviously like the blurb, you know, I'm all about that polar stuff going on. But this is about finding the ship. So they didn't find the wreckage of the ship because it sunk until like 100 some years after it happened. Yeah, a century later. And this is about the team that was out looking for it. And I feel like it's going to be, it's got the right blurb vibes, it's polar, it's expedition. I also feel like, I don't know if it's actually like factually correct, I'd have to like look at stats and stuff, but I feel like I'm more likely to give non-fiction higher ratings if I really enjoy the non-fiction, because you just learn so much about it. Maybe. So yeah, that's why I've put this one on there, and hopefully it is true. And I do actually know about this, imagine that. It's about finding the Endurance ship. And then question 4 is your most anticipated future release, and this one's got me stumped because if you know me, you know that I am absolutely terrible at knowing when stuff comes out. I don't know that stuff comes out. A lot of the time I don't even know if the books are part of a series, and then like the next book will be out before I even know that it's part of a series and it's been written. I just don't know stuff. So I'm just gonna like spitball and say maybe Simon James Green next book. I really enjoy him as an author. So that is something I'm looking forward to. One thing that I don't know if I am looking forward to, which is completely the opposite of what this question's asking, is I had a look because I was trying to Google like what's coming out because I don't know anything about anything. Maggie Stiefvater's next book coming out is set in World War II, and I'm really, like, that is a buzz off in buzzwords. If I see World War II on something, I just put it down because I don't want to read it. But also it's Maggie Stiefvater, so I do kind of want to read it, but I don't know whether that one would be 5 stars because, you know, it might be though. Mouse, great graphic novel. But yeah, I don't know. Will Andrew Smith ever bring another book out? I don't know. Who knows? This question I don't have an answer for because I don't know that anything's coming out. TJ Klune's got a new book coming out. I do tend to give his books high ratings because I just love his writing style and stuff, so maybe that one. Who knows? Not me. It might already be out, so it might not even be a future release. I don't know. I don't know when stuff comes out. Soz. And then number 5 is a bold, risky prediction that you need to manifest into 5 stars. Now this one is easy. The Sunshine Court by Nora Sakavic. I have been putting this off. Not like on purpose, but I wanted to reread the rest of the All for the Game series first, and I did that in October and I still haven't read this yet. But I'm scared that it's not gonna like live up to the rest of the series, but also it might, and then it might be 5 stars. So I'm manifesting the 5-star vibes for the Sunshine Court, hopefully. I need to read it. I really need to read it. I'm scared, but it might be amazing. Yeah, this is like a spin-off. I think it might be another trilogy, like a spin-off trilogy. Don't quote me on that though, because like I told you earlier, I don't know anything about when stuff is released. But I'm pretty sure there's at least another book after this. But again, there might not be, I might just be making that up. But yeah, All for the Game series by Nora Sakavic. That exists. The Foxhole Court, all that jazz. Love it, absolutely love it. I have the fancy editions. And then this is like a spin-off from that. And I'm scared. But also, fingers crossed. And that's halfway through, so here's a cat, and then I'll be back. Boom. Boom, Videoception. Look, it's Monster's new favourite space to sleep. Just on my desk, taking up half of it. It's a good job it's a long desk, because you are a long boy. Cute. Monts, everybody wants to see you. Give me your face, not just your cute stabby claws. Hey. Oh, he's too asleep. Oh, now he's dangling. Oh, hello. Now he's curled back up. Soz, guys. That's all you're getting. So, number 6 is a 5-star prediction that you've been putting off reading because your hopes are so high. Now, it's kind of like the opposite of the last one because my hopes aren't high. That's the way I'm putting off the Sunshine Court. It's because I'm scared of it. But this one, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm putting it off, but I do have high hopes for this, and that is Sea Sparrow by Kristen Shaw. Just because I've absolutely loved this series going forward, like as I read them I just enjoy them more and more. So I feel like this is going to be another book that I really enjoy. This is the 5th and potentially final, I think it's the final book, but again, don't quote me on that because I don't know anything. I think this is the last book in the Graceling series, so yeah, I've been absolutely loving it. And I really need to read this. So that is everything. That's all the words that are necessary. Sea Sparrow. Hopefully I love it because some of the other books, I've really enjoyed all of them. I've absolutely loved some of them. So hopefully this is loved and I can give it 5 stars. We shall see. Question 7 is a 5-star prediction that has a beautiful cover that you have already fallen in love with. So I feel like this one could definitely work for some of the other ones, probably a bit better, but I do really like this, the artwork of this in general, and that's Lightfall. This is volume 3, The Dark Times. I absolutely adored the first 2 volumes in this, so like I said, this could definitely fit in some of the other categories, like something that I really have high hopes for, something that a series that I want to carry on or whatever. But I just love the artwork in here because it is a graphic novel, so I thought it fits for the cover one. Here's a little flick. I don't want to do too much because I'll spoil myself when I'm editing this. But yes, this is the 3rd book in this series. It's fantasy. It's amazing. I've absolutely loved it. but I want to reread the first two before I read this one, which won't be a problem because it's really easy to read and so good. So, you know, not complaining. Question 8, this is another one that one could have gone for, and I'd like swapped them around, is the next in a series you loved. So I originally put Lightfall in that one, but I've changed it because I don't know what the cover of this one looks like, so I don't own it yet. But volume 5 of Something Is Killing the Children, I don't own it at the moment, but volume 4 I absolutely adored. I gave it 5 stars, so hopefully the next volume will carry on that 5 stars trend. But I don't even know what the front cover looks like, so I couldn't put it in the front cover one. So I'll put it in this because it is also a series that I really want to carry on, so it works. Volume 4 was so good. So yeah, fingers crossed. This one is also so good. And I get it at some point because I don't own it yet, but I will. And I'm sure I will love it. Then number 9 is a 5-star prediction. Is popular and you want to get on that train. Now, like I mentioned earlier, my toxic trait is not wanting to get on the train when something's popular. Squid Game, never seen that. You know, TVs, books. I'm just that guy. Name a popular book, I've probably never read it. But anyway, I've gone with The 5 by Hayley Rubenhold. I know I've definitely seen people say that this is really good, so it is popular. It also says #1 Sunday Times bestseller, so that means it's popular. This is a non-fiction about the women that Jack the Ripper killed. Again, like I mentioned earlier, non-fiction, when it's done really well, I feel like I'm more likely to give a 5 stars than other books that are done really well, because like with other genres, I feel like there needs to be some sort of feeling there of like, this has got the 5-star feeling, but with non-fiction, I don't know, I feel like it's easier to get the 5-star feeling with it. I don't know though, I might just be making that up. I couldn't tell you unless I looked at the stats of like how many non-fictions I've read, how many I've given 5 stars, what's the percentage, and then everything else. But I just feel like I'm more likely to. So yeah, The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper. And I do really want to get to this. I got this in a charity shop. And I own it now, so read it, you know what I mean? And then the last question, question 10, is something that just gives you the 5-star vibes. And with this one, I could have put this on like books that somebody I know really raves about or whatever that question was ages ago. But I feel like Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat has those 5-star vibes for me because I'm very much an emotional rater. And I know this is dark and like slave and like probably aggressive and like loads of dark shit happens, and I'm more likely to give 5 stars to dark shit because if it makes me cry, I've got the emotion, and then when I've got the emotion, the stars become 5. So I feel like this has the vibe that could be 5 stars. I own the whole series. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I also know that Katie over at the Introverted Reader loves this series, so yeah. I need to read it and then see if it does have the 5-star vibes, because I feel like it might. I'm that sort of guy. Make me cry, give me some harrowing dark shit, and I will lap it up. I feel like this series might be that. We'll see. And there we go, those were all the questions, but there is a question 11, which is tag 5 people, because 5 stars, 5 people, you know what I mean? I just mentioned Katie, so Katie the Introverted Reader, tagged, deal with it. I'll also tag Kat from Brews and Reviews, Mel, a book fiend named Mel. Maybe you can do this if you want. Steph over at Coffee Over Apples, if you want to do it, you can do it. And then Becca at the Book Sanctum. You guys, if you want to do it, you can do it. You don't have to do it, but if you want to do it, you can do it. And if you don't know how to do 5 stars, then don't worry, because neither do I, and I managed to make the video. And hopefully one of the books I talked about will be a 5 stars. That'll be a fun time. So yeah, do the things if you want, like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, but only if you want. And yeah, I will be back with another video at some point soon. Bye.